and welcome. I'm going to start off by taking my vitamins, but guess what? This broadcast is going to go a little long today, maybe at least 20 or 30 minutes. And I'll tell you what I'm taking and why I'm taking it. But I need you guys to start thinking outside of your boxes and begin to change the narrative of your life. All right. If you're absolutely 100% all the way satisfied with where you are in life, why not continue to do more? If you're not satisfied with where you are in life, why not continue to do more and strive? Change the narrative. All right. But let me get my vitamins in. NutriBurst, y'all already know, 10 vitamins in here. 1 tablespoon is all you need. 72 minerals, 19 amino acids. If you guys don't know what the building blocks of your body and the cells are, you better start Googling or pick up a book and read about your health. Because if you're not detoxifying your body on a regular basis, then guess what? Your body is an incubator for disease, an incubator for parasites in there and to just do their thing, which likely is not going to benefit you, but cause havoc to your health. So when I take this NutriBurst, and this one is the plus, it has CoQ10 in it, an added ingredient for those of us who are older, right? I'm almost 50 years old. So let me tell you, I'm paying attention to my body because I know what the building blocks of the body are, right? So we got to start doing things a little bit differently and going a little harder. This is going to help to facilitate what you're doing in terms of your detoxing process as you're taking the tea to detox. And we have several teas you can choose from. So no excuses. There's options over here. No excuses. You don't like the taste, da 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 da. You can brew it, has no taste. You throw it in a quart of water. You add 3 quarts of water after it's boiled. And guess what? You let it sit. You let it sit. Follow the instructions for the direct way to do it, but you're going to let it steep for 4 to 8 hours. I let mine steep 8+ hours before I start to take it. And let me tell you, I have not experienced a cleanse like I have with this one here. This is actually the one I began with the first time I ever even heard of TLC. Went to a presentation, was asked to sip on some tea. 9 herbs from the earth. 9 herbs from the earth. Chamomile, blessed thistle, holy thistle, marshmallow leaves, malva leaves, everything that you need to get you started right here. All natural, no additives, none of that, right? You brew it, you sip it. How much do you sip? Two 8-ounce cups a day, and you can even have another 4 ounces, like when you're snacking. It's going to do a few things. It's going to help you from not overeating because it's going to fill you a little bit, right? So whatever you were eating before, you won't be eating at that capacity. But we have other things that are going to help you too with your eating. Now, for those of you who live a life on the go and you don't have time to brew tea and you don't want to wait to start your detox, guess what you can do? What I recommend, go ahead and get this tea, brew it. But while that one is steeping, you want to have on hand the instant tea. You can take this one little sachet, you rip it open, pour it in water, shake it, sip on it, you guys. Sip on it throughout the day. If you're taking this one, you want to take it twice a day, add it to 16.9 ounces of water. Shake it up. If you like your tea hot, shake it up, put it in a microwavable glass and throw it in the microwave. If you like ice with your tea, shake it up, put it in a glass, add some ice. You like crushed ice, put it in your blender, crush your ice, make your tea, but get it in. This is going to detoxify your body and cleanse out things that are in there waiting on you and counting on your negligence of your health. All right. So that's 2 ways you can take your tea. Now, for my people out there, chronic CBD, THC users, sometimes you may not feel like smoking it. Sometimes you may not feel like dropping it under the tongue. Get you some tea so that you can sip on it while detoxifying your body and still enjoying the health benefits that studies show are related and directly connected to using products that have CBD. All right. And before I go too deep with y'all on CBD, I don't want to lose nobody. We also, so this is lemon, but we also have one for those of you who are going to say, well, Dr. T, I need the CBD, but I can't have the THC. Well, let me just tell you something. We follow the Farm Bill, so this is never going to exceed 3 of THC. So even when you drug test, if you have that type of job, it's not going to show up. But I always tell people, if that's a concern for you, guess what? What did I say? We have what? We got options over here. So this is a third tea. You only want CBD. You don't want THC. This is a delicious raspberry tea. It's on the sweeter side. It's sweetened with stevia. But guess what? This is all hemp. So you're still going to get the finest agricultural hemp in both of these products. All right. This one is just going to contain THC. And this one, the THC is extracted. And since I'm teaching, when you have THC and CBD, full spectrum, okay? When you have only CBD, it could be either isolate or broad spectrum. But what we have right here is broad spectrum, also going to directly, positively impact your endo or inner cannabinoid system. Now, that's just something that God gave us. We didn't create it. We can't buy it, right? But we can positively infect it with other cannabinoid products that are good for our health. All right. Now, let me tell you, we got a whole line of cannabis over here, but I want to keep going on my teas. I want to talk to you about the teas right now. We have a brand new tea. This tea might have been in existence maybe 2 months. It's called the immunity, because we are living in a time, you guys, where our immune systems must be strengthened. We have got to do better with our immunity. That immunity is the things in the body, the cell, the functioning, the molecules of the cell, the atoms, the nucleus, the protons, the neurons, the electrons, the dendrites. Should I go on and on? Y'all don't want to hear all of that. So you need to get you some tea that is going to positively affect your immune system. All right. And this is a tea. Oh, I got to tell you, the taste is incredible. The taste is absolutely incredible. It is orange flavor. It is so mellow. Oh my goodness. It is so mellow, kind of like non-assuming, right? But it's really good and it's excellent for your body. So this is going to help to impact our immune systems. We are living we are a part of this, you guys. When history comes, when the centuries pass, guess what they're going to be saying? That during this time, while we are alive and living, we are living through a pandemic. That pandemic, unfortunately, created a disease or virus, however you want to look at it, that is destroying bodies. So all we can do is put the good stuff in. This tea is incredible. All right. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, we also have coffees. All right. Now, I'm waiting for my Delgada, the regular one. But guess what? My Coach Pam is such a sweetheart. She sent me some of the pumpkin spice. And let me tell you guys, of all the flavors in the world, pumpkin spice coffee is my favorite. I love the taste. I won't eat like out of the pumpkin, but I will eat me a pumpkin muffin. When I used to go to Starbucks all the time, I would get their pumpkin coffee. I don't have to do that. And this is my personal bag. I guess I could send one to somebody if you guys wanted to taste it. So this tends to come out in the seasons of like around Halloween times, holiday times, you guys know. But look at this. It is still the Delgada coffee, all right? So that word Delgada means slimming. Bam. What kind of coffee? Slimming coffee. And although right now it's not in pumpkin, it is in regular flavor. And guess what? It is just as delicious. Just as delicious. So this one here is pumpkin spice latte. I think I've had it before. I don't know if I've had it before. But I tell you what, I'm going to make a cup this morning and I'm going to let you guys know what I think of it. All right. But we also have a Latin coffee. The coffees also have health benefits because the coffees have chaga in them, right? The coffees have Garcinia cambogia in them. The coffees have that green tea extract in them. And I know this because I know the quality of the products without ever even having to read the bag. So in this, now this is the most calories I've seen in any one of our products. And guess what? 40 calories. What's 40 calories? All right. Nothing. All right. And so I can just tell you that, and still too, you know, it has that Ganoderma in it, which is made from the red reishi, that plant, and I'm going to talk to you about that because that is like a lifesaver right there. And you're just gonna, I'm gonna take this and mix it in 8 ounces of water. And guess what? My water, I like to pretend I'm brewing all my coffee, so I put it in my coffee maker. Put this on a filter. I have one where you don't ever have to change the filter. So just put this in a filter and let the water drip through. A nice steaming hot cup of slimming coffee that is working for the best of who? Me, Dr. T, my health. Absolutely. All right. Mwah. I love this. I love it. I love it. I already know I'm going to love that pumpkin spice. But if I don't, I'm going to tell you that too, because I'm very honest. Can't help it. Wanda's my mama. All right. Now, there are some products that I should be talking to you about. But since I started on Gano and Chaga, let me just tell you guys, I say that these are life-changing products because if you just bothered to take 2 minutes and Google these products and select in your Google search a reputable organization such as the National Institute of Health, you right, or World Health Organization, even though people are mad at them. I mean, come on, can't be mad at them for all that crap. But anyway, or if you look at Medline, or you go to studies at the Mayo Clinic. So there are some reputable resources, peer-reviewed, doctor-reviewed, whatever, out there that speak on the benefits of these two products. And I'm just going to come closer to the camera so that you guys can go ahead and snap a picture so that you can go ahead and Google this. All right, because these are life changers, and these products are helping to save lives. These products are helping to reroute some damaged cells. All right, they go in, they identify what does not belong in the body. Free radicals is what we call them, and it begins to kill those free radicals in your body, things that don't belong. So now when you talk about eating food and parasites, growth, and all of that, we're stunting it. We're getting rid of it with these products here. Major life-changing products. So if you are ill, you need to take these. If you don't want to get ill, you need to take these. You see, I'm a cancer survivor, and when I learned about the effects that the study showed that these two products had on cancer, every day I got so many packs of these for me, because I understand the benefits of them. Each one gives you 3 months supply. Life-changing products is what we have. So then when I drink my coffee, I'm getting more dosage, right? Of the chaga, the gano, and all of that. Everything is positively affecting my health. Now, speaking of health, blood health is of the utmost importance, and it's something that we don't pay close enough attention to. Let me just tell y'all. This is called Tachui. Tachui is excellent. It's an excellent product. It is one that when we run out over here at TLC, guess what? We run out. And we didn't, one time we didn't get it for like almost 4 months. You know why? Because it takes 3 months just to grow it. We're not just scripting and just saying, oh, spirulina. We have a special spirulina that we have that is in here. It is 100%. It is refined. And guess what? It's grown by TLC, Total Life Changes. So you're not going to find it anywhere else. This quality, 3 months in here. All right. I'm talking about, this is the kind of product where people are going off medications, where doctors are like, you don't need this prescription anymore. You don't need that prescription anymore. This is changing lives. All of these products are changing lives. That is why I am a life changer. Because I started with me, and now I've been able to help many of you. So then you should be reaching out and helping other people, because now you have been exposed to some things that you know are working, that you understand that if you weren't taking them, such as myself, you would be going back and forth to the doctor. Well, you would think you would, but during this time, remember, we are in a what? We are in a pandemic. So even accessing services, regular appointments, you know, we got to do that all online. Sorry, my dress is twisted. Sorry, y'all. We got to do all of that online, right? You can't just get up and just walk into a hospital anymore. So all you can do is do the best by your health and give your body the manifest. So people out there, you got issues with your blood sugar, blood pressure, your insulin ain't right, all blood related. It's going to help you. All right. About your cholesterol. Yeah, you can eat so much honey nut Cheerio, right, for your cholesterol, but you got to get in there and begin to positively affect those cells. Honey nut Cheerio is not going to do that for you, but this Chewy will. All right. And what about for those of us who are working out slowly? Y'all be seeing me. I got the candles. Just walking, right? And my body is beginning to slim down again. Just walking because I have bulked it up with the Chewy. You can take this Chewy. It's going to build your muscle. But I'm going to tell you, you better get up and move your body. So it is an incentive for you to move your body, because if you're kind of like a couch potato and you're taking Chewy, your muscles are going to begin to build. And that is like a bonus, so that when you're working out and losing weight, what does muscle do? Muscle burns fat, right? So you want to build that muscle. So like I said, over here at TLC, there are options. One product doesn't just do one thing. One product does at least 3+ things going on, right? We got it going on. I know I haven't talked to y'all about the NRG. It's coming. Hold your seat, because we got some other products that deserve honorable mention as well. Ladies, pre, post, peri, menopausal, PMS. Woo, boy. Thank God that's over with, right? But let me tell you, for those of you who are still having those hot flashes, I promise you, take this one day, see how you feel that next day. All right. When I took it, 2 dosage, which was 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules that next morning, no more hot flashes, just like that. Why? This product is absolutely amazing. So even though I'm talking to my women, men, you got daughters, you got a wife, her attitude is bad, treat her to some of this Blossoming. All right. Make your home happier. Because what happens with women and men, if our hormones are off, it directly impacts our emotion and our emotional well-being. So emotional health is impacted. So you got to bring back that balance, what we call homeostasis. You want the body to be homeostatic, meaning that it's kind of like an even keel. You're not really having those ups and downs and attitudes and all of that. So women, if you got poor attitudes, you need some Blossoming in your life. Let me tell you what you're going to get. This is a 30-day supply. It is the best buck you'll spend. Okay. So I just remember when I first started having hot flashes, and I was at the vitamin store and I spent like $200, and none of that worked. None of it worked. This right here has a blend of everything you need. But what I love about it most, being a cancer survivor, is that it acts just like estrogen in our bodies. But guess what? It's not estrogen, but it acts like estrogen, meaning that it's going to help to regulate those hormones, right? But it's not estrogen. Why am I happy it's not estrogen? I got a story. So I had to have a procedure done, right? Where I should have been on hormone replacement therapy, because that's what the doctors do. It's like step 1, step 2, step 3, and it's like a one size fit all for everybody. Not when you're a reader and a thinker, it's not. So when my doctor said to me, well, okay, Tatanisha, I'm going to put you on an HRT. I said, do you mean a hormone replacement therapy? Y'all know I like to go into character. She's like, yeah. I said, absolutely, you won't. No, you're not. I'm not taking an HRT. I said, did you forget that I had ovarian cancer? Oh, I forgot. So her simple I forgot could have placed me on something loaded with estrogen. And what does estrogen do? It increases our chances for having what? Breast cancer, blood clots, strokes, and heart attacks. All right. Well, I had ovarian cancer, and I have a history of blood clots. Praise God, I've had no strokes. Praise God, I've had no heart attacks. Okay. But this is why it is important to know what we're taking. Don't just take things because the doctor said to take it. You understand your own health, your needs. You need to understand the properties, the benefits, as well as the risks. Okay. And then it's also reported that women who have issues with thyroids take this and have gained tremendous success. I always tell people, check with your doctor. It's just a conversation. Doctor, these are the ingredients. Is that gonna interfere negatively with any of my medication? No. Okay. Well, doctor, it has these things and I'm taking that blood pressure medication. Is that gonna interfere? No. And then my people who did that, especially on that Chewy, they were like, doctor's like, you don't even need that medication anymore. So that's how powerful, and I keep going back to it because if I don't tell you, how will you know? All right, so I started taking this one, and I'm going to take all my supplements when we're done because I don't want to slow you guys up. This is hair, skin, and nails. I keep biting my nails because I don't like fingernails. They get in my way, and if I'm tight, they're in my way, okay? But they're still growing. My hair, many of you know I had shaved my head off. My hair has grown so much. I was rubbing it. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Don't want to cut it again. Why? Because my hair and it was just so damaged. And sometimes you just got to start over. So I started incorporating this a couple weeks back, the hair, skin, and nail. I just take 2 of these, and but it's full of vitamins too. Okay, let me just give you guys a little rundown. So you guys know how the USDA says, okay, that vitamin C has 100% of what we recommend. That vitamin A has 50% of what we recommend. I'm just going to read just really quickly. Just bear with me. I'll tell you what it says. The vitamin A is 200%. The vitamin C is 200%. That vitamin D is 100%. The vitamin E is 100%. The thiamine is 667%. Okay? That riboflavin is 589%. Niacin 250, folic acid 500. I'm sorry, folic acid 250. Vitamin B6 is 500. Vitamin B12 333%. The list goes on and on. That biotin is at 1667%. That's huge. That is major. Okay. So if you're looking for something that is a multivitamin and your goal is to strengthen your hair, your nails, or to work on your skin, this is definitely a must. This is a must. And y'all know what? I use my NRG so much, and it bugs me when I just can't even find one little container of it. I'm sorry. I think I have it in here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Because this is a product that I go through every month, and it looks like Dr. T needs to order some, so I'm going to place an order for myself and get about 4 of these today. All natural energy. Caffeine, yes. The difference is natural, so it's good for you. Natural caffeine has health benefits to the oral health and throat health, okay? Let me just tell you, why do I love this product? I love it because it gives me energy. I love it because when I want to rest, I can rest. I love it because there's no crash. I love it because I don't get no jitters. I love it because it helps me to focus a bit more than I normally would be able to. I love it because when I started taking it, now I'm wanting to move my body. Now I'm like, okay, I went and bought a Fitbit. That's when I knew I was convinced. Went and bought a Fitbit. And my son was like, no, Mom, you need to upgrade. So now I got my, Apple Watch. And already this morning, just standing and walking around the house, 93 calories, right? And if I stand here and do this with you guys, and I come on sometimes and we do a little walking for people, because I want people to understand you don't have to have money to be healthy. You don't need a lot of money to be healthy. You can walk right there in place, just take it up, hey, take it back, hey, make it side to side, right? And you're going to see your weight begin to come down. Now, I'm still working on this area, but not bad, right? But let me tell you this. B6 is off the chain. Why? Because 200%. B12, steroids, 833%. So if you're my age, approaching 50 and older, you understand that it takes a bit more to burn off even that salad, right? Because that metabolism slows down. This speeds your metabolism up. How about when you're resting and you take this, all right? You might have a day you don't want to work out, but guess what happens? Sorry, you guys. You'll have to call back. I'm with my peeps. What happens? You're still going to burn 300 calories. So this is kind of like a cheat. I call it a cheat. But if you take this product, even though you're burning that 300 calories, and I've told you that I'm almost at 100 calories just being up in the morning, and I take this, I can go ahead and add 300 to it. right? I usually take 2. And guess what? It's closeout Thursday, so I'm going to go ahead and take 2 because I'm going to need that focus to be a bit stronger. But I'm going to still be able to rest in between per my doctor's orders and take a nap in between per my doctor's orders, right? And it won't affect that. All right, so down the hatch. We have amazing products over here. Now, I don't want to keep you too much longer, but I would be remiss. I am currently recruiting, and I want everybody at the sound of my voice to join me, all right? You can look on my page. You can see the positive things that are happening within my organization that I am building and strengthening. I decided to help other people to make money, to teach them about the products, but they must use the products. I don't believe in people sharing information about things they know nothing about. Okay? You don't have to know as much as I know, but what happens is when people begin to see you, your energy has changed, different lease on life. You're now combing your hair or throwing on different wigs. You're getting dressed, you're out the bed. There's a purpose. You have a purpose. So for any of you who feel like you have no purpose, there's some great advice I can offer you. You need to have a conversation with God. You need to ask him, Father, what is my purpose? Because when I began to understand what my purpose was, and it wasn't made clear to me until I came with THC, because I didn't think about it that much. But when I was made to think about my purpose, it became quite clear that it is to teach and to educate. So that is the word I got from God. And that is why I take the time to share, to show, and to talk about. But for any of you at home needing extra money, I don't care if you need to make an extra $20. You can make that when you sign up with TLC. And every time somebody buys one of these products I've gone over, you're going to get $20. If they do it 5 times, 20 times 5 is what? $100. And if you get 5 new customers, you're going to get a $50 bonus, even if they just purchase one item from you. What is the cheapest item they can do? The tea, $49. But it has a point value for those of us who are distributors of 40. 40 points, $20. So if somebody orders 3 items from you, that's what? 40 times 3 is 120. Guess what you're going to get? $60. Just like that. So it depends on you. How much money are you trying to make? My goal is to be financially totally free of any and all debt, including student loans. Yeah. You know, when you get education, you got to pay. And you may not be able to pay right then. So you take out these loans. And that's cool. The loans is cool. But that interest, when that interest adds up, y'all, let me tell you. So this is an avenue. This is a way for you to make extra money. Let me tell you how simple it is. You either click on the link, or you know me, I'm personable. I want you to call me. You're going to give me your name, your address, your phone number. You're going to give me your email address. You're going to tell me if you want to start your business with a digital kit, or if you want to start your business with a hands-on kit. In either kit, you're going to get $50+ in samples to give out. That is how you're going to build your business. Because people who have not tried TLC before, and yes, there are many, hundreds of millions on the planet, okay? They're going to be able to take these products and in one day feel different. So guess what? We have a philosophy, 10-5-2. This is why you get 10 sample products to give out. And don't trip, because our sample products, like the tea comes with 4 teas, that's 2 days of use. That NRG has 3 capsules, that's 3 days of use, right? So you have enough in there that people can try the product and say, hey, this is working. So that's your 10 to try. Then of those 10, 5 are going to buy. And they're going to begin to tell other people about how good they feel. Then they're going to want to join you in business. Out of that 10, at least 2. Now you're in business. All right? So you've already accessed retail pay. Your state-of-the-art website, they go, they order, you click, they buy. You're going to get $20 per product. Number one. Number two, when you have product on hand, such as Dr. T, you're not getting my stuff, but I do keep a few extra things, and somebody wants it, I'm able to get paid on demand. Oh, you want this? You want this Gano? Okay, well, this Gano is $59 plus tax in California. That's $10. So that's another $5.90, right? I may or may not elect to charge you the shipping that I had to pay for my products. Most of the time, I don't. And I'll tell them I'm not going to charge you this or charge you that. But that's what it is. And guess what? If I have this on hand and somebody wants it, I'm going to be getting back my $59 plus the tax back in my hand. Because that is why it is important to have inventory. Because when you have inventory on hand, it creates cash on demand. Very simple. And guess what? If you don't have the product, they're going to go to the other person they saw give a presentation. So you've got to be in this game and stay ready, be ready, because it's a coming. All right. The second way is what we call a fast start bonus. So you're looking at me now and you're like, okay, you know what, Dr. T, I've seen enough. I've heard enough. I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to give it a try. And I'm like, great. All right. Go ahead and sign up or call me and I'll sign you up. Takes 10 minutes or less. Really about 7 minutes. About 7 minutes. All right. And then you're going, you get going. And so what happens is because you've joined, guess what? Now you have access to all of these amazing products such as and people are able to buy from you instead of me. But because you're joining me, I'm going to get a bonus, a fast start bonus, because I now have acquired a business partner. And my job is to get you started by training you. So that is a bonus I get. And that bonus is going to yield 50% off of the products that you bought when you got into the business. So it doesn't take anything away from you. Nothing takes anything away from you. It only adds and pours into you and your business. All right. The third way over here, when you are in the business, you're accessing retail pay, life changer bonuses. Now you're like, I'm doing the same thing Dr. T is doing. So now I'm going to ask my sister and my cousin or my dude and his sister to join me in business. So now you're developing your sides, or we like to call them legs, but so that I don't have to lift my legs and hurt my back, let's just say Dr. T's arms. So now you have a left leg and a right leg. And whatever those people do in sales, you're going to collect anywhere from 10 to 25% plus your retail pay, plus your life changers bonus, right? But that thing continues to grow because when you have your left leg and your right leg, guess what's going to happen next? People are going to join you in business. Remember, 10-5-2. You're going to continue to give out 10 samples. You're going to continue to have 5 people that want to buy the actual product. And you're going to continue to have 2 people who want to join you in business. It's just how it goes. And in this day and age where people don't know if they're going to have jobs, home-based business is where it's at. And this just so happens to be the #1 company. All right. But it gets better. When you reach the 4th way of pay, it's so beautiful because it makes the difference in having a few $100s in your bank account to a few $1,000s in your bank account. Just like that. That is where we are building our teams, our legs. And guess what? When we have 1,000 points on the left and 1,000 points on our right, we now qualify as being what? Directors. So now you got a new title that's like, oh, she's a director. Oh, he's a director. Oh, okay, that's cool to sit in that title for a few months. I've been sitting in mine for a few months because I had to restructure the way I was doing things as a leader, right? And sometimes, just like the way I shaved all my hair off, and you got to start over. And it's okay to start over, but it's not okay to remain in something that you know is hurting you or not growing. What's the point? So back to the pay. Once you hit director, not only are you going to get the percentages of 10 to 25% off of what your level and the level they brought in does, but guess what else you're going to get off those 2 levels? You're going to get 50% of the commissions of what they made. They're still going to get their money. They still qualify. Nothing is coming away from them, but that is Mr. Fallon's way of saying, you know what, because of your efforts and because you have really inspired your team to continue to grow this business, we're going to match your check. So if my left team acquires $1,000 in that week, they're going to match me in money 50% of what they made. That's $500. Plus, I'm still getting paid retail, fast start, hybrid binary, and this check match is amazing. So left team, okay, you guys did $1,000 in sales. I'm a director. I'm going to collect 500 of that, not off of you. I take nothing from you. And my right side, let's say they did $10,000 that week in volume. I'm going to collect $5,000 of that. Nothing off my team. It takes nothing away from the team. The goal is for everybody to be directors. We all got to be directors, all right? So sometimes that means foregoing the majority of my commission to build my team. But if I'm building my team, we can all come up together. All right. So you got to have a business mindset. You got to change the way you're doing it. You got to think outside of your trunk of your car hustle and take those retail, the money you get from your retail, and roll it into your business. We are a team. That is what we do. It is team building. All right. And when I have people on the team that aren't working or contributing to the team, they get no more access to Dr. T because it ain't right. All right. It's not fair that you're benefiting off the sweats and back to 3 or 4 people who are really working and running this as a business. If you're only interested in retail, then you don't need to be a part of any team discussions because you're doing it as a solo. And that's fine too. All right. But when you're talking about building money and changing the narrative, so you're no longer having your bank accounts in the negative status, so that you're no longer robbing Peter to pay Paul, and then you got to give it to Mary and circle back. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about changing the narrative of your financial situation. And for you guys who forgot to save, and for you guys who forgot about that thing called retirement, okay, guess what? This is a way for you quickly to get back and to get where you need to go. Because many of the leaders that I've met who have been doing this for 5 or 6 years are already making 7 and 8 figures. So it can't be that hard, right? But it is about consistency and persistence. But that check match, can you imagine if you had a week where both teams did 20,000, and it happens every day. Okay, they did 20,000 in sales. You're gonna get 10,000 and 10. You'd have made you a $20,000 week, not including what you are doing yourself and the number 1, the number 2, and the 3 way we get paid. That number 4 is dynamic, but it gets better. Once you, or any of us hit national director, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get bumped up again. Now you're going to get another bonus. You know what that bonus is going to be? Life changer bonus, because you have physically changed lives of so many people, but you are maintaining your volumes and they're growing and growing and growing. And as we grow, people are getting healthier. And as they're getting healthier, we're getting wealthier, right? That's pretty much what it is. You're going to get an additional $1,500 a month the last Thursday of the month to use any way you want. Now, some companies have this thing in place, right? But they want to obligate you to a certain brand of car or a certain color or this or that. Mr. Fallon doesn't do it all that. Here's your money, $1,500 a month on the last Thursday in addition to. So people are really making upwards of $100,000+ a month in TLC. It's happening. All right. What I've learned along the way, it is about positioning. So even when I didn't know much about it with my son, I'm like, I'm going to do it. You know what? Let me just go on and get him a business kit. It's only $49. So I got products for him and I bought a business kit. And even though my son doesn't work that business, when he does, it's there. And he's going to have all the people that his mama brought in under him. Okay, so it is better. Elijah's in a great position if he ever decided to work his business. And all I have to do is have a smart ship under him so that every month he's active. He's never gonna fall inactive because I'm gonna make sure that smart ship is paid because I said it and I forgot about it. Right? Now, let me tell you this. The final way that we get paid over here is what you see exhibited before you this morning is that I feel it. All right? I feel it. I live it. I use my products. They work. I can talk about it. I can tell you about anything TLC has. All right? I can tell you about it. Why? Because I'm going to read it before I put it in my body. Okay. And then I'm going to take it so I can tell you what it's like or what my experience is, right? So today for you guys, I'm going to take this pumpkin yogada tea. I know it's going to be delicious because everything we have is delicious over here. All right. That's been my experience. Your experience can be your own. But guess what? It can't be your own until you get started. So I'm charging you today with two things. Join me in business. You're going to order your first 1 to 3 products. No more than that usually are needed. No more than 3 usually, you guys, when you're starting out, because most of us want to what? Detox our bodies. We do that with the tea. We want to take the best nutrients and put it back in. We do that with the NutriBurst, and we need that energy to start working out, moving our bodies, helping our kids as we're the homeschool teachers. Well, y'all the homeschool teachers. My kid's in college. He's at 2 schools, and he's like, Mom, I don't need your help. Praise God, right? Because of all the work and time I put in. Well, it took a minute to get here, but we're here, and I'm grateful because that allows me to structure and to help other young entrepreneurs who are signing up under me and to show them the ropes, right? So if you are ready to change the narrative of your life, all you have to do is reach out to me. There are several ways. You can send me a message, all right? If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can like the video, send me a message. You can give me a text, 310 area code 272-0382, 310-272-0382, or you can, what's the other way? Oh, you can DM me, especially through Facebook. All right. But just get the word out that you're interested. Or you don't have to talk to me at all. How about that? You can simply go to retail.totallifechanges.com / this is most important if you're going to be on my team. You got to do this. That THAT DOC. All right. Multiple ways. Change your thinking. Change the narrative in your life so that you're not continuing to live paycheck to paycheck. And speaking of, we have daily pay. You have the option to decide if you want to be paid daily, weekly, monthly. If you want it in your savings account, your checking account, on a TLC credit card, debit card, link it to one of your ATM cards, whatever. We got options over here at TLC, okay? So I'm hoping that you'll make the smart choice and join me in business. Again, for now, and I hope the prices don't increase, but it's only $49 to get started, and then you purchase your first products. That's it. So let me know. I'm happy to help. You're not a bother, and I want to be your leader because you too will be successful. So thank you for your time. Godspeed, God's blessings upon your life, and let's do something different than what we've been doing, people. Okay? And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. Remember, I had to start over, but you may not have to. But let's go forward. Oh, also today at 4 p.m., catch me on my feed. I'm going to be hosting the TLC Conversations tonight. I did put a flyer up today. Let me know what y'all think of the picture. That's me trying to be my own photographer. All right. See you soon.